Qazi's Toolkit. What is it, how it works, and why I purchased it. Now, I only purchased 2 things off the toolkit, one being the charts and the other one being the color compressor. So the first thing we're going to go over is the charts. We're going to take an in-depth look on how they work and why I like them and what my favorite tools are within the charts. So jumping right into Resolve here, the first thing here is this is my timeline setup here. All this footage is S-Log3 working in DaVinci Wide Gamma Intermediate. We have the charts inputting, we have the charts outputting, and then we have our color compressor. We'll go over that, and then this is the secret sauce right here on the output. I'll do a separate video on that itself. We have our color chart. This is set to full screen, so if we do something like adjust the offset, you can see how it affects the whole chart. So it's super helpful for look creation and shot matching. Let's put this on rows so you can see it up in the top hand corner here, and it matches this chart down here. So if you want to match this green to this green, then this is super helpful. Next up, we have the skin chart. Shows you where the skin is sitting within your image. Well, the skin hues, I should say. One thing I use a lot is middle gray. Shows you where your middle gray is sitting in the overall tone of your footage. Exposure ramp, this is very helpful for something like if you want to lay halation on here, it shows you how far the halation extends down into the image. That's what I personally use it for, or to show you something like split tone. So if you were to come in and let's just say raise the reds up top, bring some blues in down below, full screen, and it shows you that. So let's go off, on. Those are the adjustments we made. So it just shows you that with a neutral view between pure black and pure white with middle gray in between. So that is very useful for doing something like split toning. Gradient chart shows you if anything is too saturated in your image. So if there was like, let's say a big block here, let's do something like all wonky. Let's see if we can get it to break. So something like that. Like that is not looking good. So if we go like that, you see the image up here is just breaking everywhere. These hard lines, that is absolutely what you do not want to see. So charts is good for that. For something like checking a LUT as well to see if you're using a LUT and it's affecting your image negatively. And then your gray ramp, let's just bring this image over to the warm side. Now let's bring it cool. So it just shows you how all your adjustments are being affected throughout your scale of low, mid, and high. The next thing we have is our LUT cube. I personally don't ever use this, not a tool I use. That's it, that's the only reason. So for this image, we could go to hue, skin hue indicator. It shows you where the hue is sitting within your image. So if you want to do something like look recreation, if an image is sitting more green, you could take some red away. Now you're sitting okay. You want to move those skin tones towards the greenish side. There we go. Again, this is an over exaggeration of how I use these tools. This negative indicator is by far one of my favorite tools because it shows you what is good for broadcast and what's not. So let's push this down. Now we're clipping past the point of where broadcast could see, so we'll get banding in there. Now we're bringing it back, so now that's safe. That's a safe image there. Of course, that's an extreme example. Now let's move on to a false color. This is my favorite tool. This is why I bought the charts toolkit, is solely because of this. It's so useful. So this is based off of the EL scale you see on something like a small HD monitor. It's the exact same thing. As you can see right here, we're 6 stops over. Here we're sitting middle gray. Our skin tone is mostly 1 stop over. And then in the eyes and the eyebrows, we are 1 stop under. So let's say we want our skin tones here sitting 1 stop. Let's go 1 stop under. So we could come into, we'll do the HDR wheels for this. We could come into our light. And we could just bring that down, bring that down, bring that down. We're sitting middle gray. And now just for tutorial reference, we're sitting 1 stop under, as we can see. Some of this is 2 stops under, and that's for the images. Again, that is not by any means a color graded image. This is just solely to show you how it works. So we could reset that. Then we got highlight neutrals, shows everything under 5% saturation value. Then we just have the option to hide ledges and go full screen on certain things as well. Very long rundown on how I use this and why I use this. So now let's get into the color compressor. So first thing, we are still in the right color space. It's set automatically to DaVinci Wide Gamut Intermediate. I'm gonna hit show selected color, and I'm gonna hit distance chart here. So for example, we're gonna sort of kind of try to push this dune look. It's got that warmer kind of tone in there, somewhere around here, maybe a little desaturated. Kind of like how that's looking. I'm just comparing these values to sort of what this is looking like in the background. So now I'm gonna go compress near and pull everything towards that look. I'm gonna desaturate it a little bit more. And now I'm gonna turn that off. I'm gonna show you guys the magic trick. No qualifiers, nothing like that. And this is what makes this tool special. Nearby color cutoff, pull that away. Look at that, coming right away from our skin tones and pushing everything towards the low end of this clip. And again, you just turn it on and off. Keep pushing it till we're somewhere that we like it. This is a prime example of not color balancing anything. Like I would take a little magenta tone out of here, but for the sake of this tutorial, we're just compressing everything towards that color tone we're looking for. It's giving us more of that dune look. That's it. We're just going for a dune basic look recreation. We're not going 1-to-1. I could get way more detailed on this video, but I just want to show you guys what this color compressor and the charts do. The color compressor is amazing. So let's reset all these values. I'm gonna show you guys one more thing here. This is how I absolutely love to use it. I come over here into this blue tone. I'm gonna go compress near. Look how everything just falls into that zone. No breaking, nothing breaks, nothing ever breaks. No weird banding, no blotchy points. Just for the sake of this video, I'm gonna show you on the line here. Push everything down. Now look how that's sitting. It's sitting way more cool. Or we could bring it up. Boom. Got those warmer tones. It's off, it's on. Everything shifts towards that cyan color to get that amazing separation. Watch this right here. Boom. That's the color we're going for. Just shifts right to it. And now we can go a greener tone. The color separation is amazing on this. No qualifiers, no BS trying to fine tune everything. It just works, and it works so good. The charts, my #1 tool is the EL zone because it helps me, again, with shot matching, look creation, and look recreation, because I could go on any shot like this here, Dune, and see what it is exactly I'm looking at. That's the saturation false color. That's the negative indicator. And again, my favorite thing, false color. See where everything is sitting. Let me pull up another image. Let's apply grade, bring the grade over. Boom, just like that, we see where everything is sitting in this image. So if we wanted to match like this image, very easily could do that. So I have no affiliation with Qazi. I don't get paid off YouTube. I don't get paid from him. This is just tools I found that I absolutely love. I have plenty more DCTLs that I can go over that just create money images. I mean money. The charts here are off the chart, no pun intended. The color compressor is in a world of its own. I highly recommend you check this out to level up your color grading with, I don't know, 3 simple, easy steps. So that's all I got for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.